Respected Madam and my dear audience, I would like to give my presentation on Elizabethan period and the development of drama during this period. In introduction, it is also called the Elizabethan or the Age of Shakespeare. Renaissance means revival of knowledge. Began in Italy in the art of architecture and art. The flood of Greek literature, which was a new art of printing, revealed a new world of poetry and philosophy. Discoveries of New World. Man discovered himself and the universe. Vasco da Gama circumnavigated the earth. Columbus discovered America. Copernicus discovered the solar system. Books were printed, philosophy and sciences were systemized. Truth was the only authority to search the truth. Church and state were brought together. Chief characteristics. Chief characteristics of this period was humanism, which means man's concern with himself as an object of contemplation. Second important aspect of humanism was the discovery of universe. Man was held responsible for his own action. Elizabethan drama. Drama achieved a memorable achievement during this period. Important drama writers. Lely, 1554 to 1606. His best known dramas are Campaspe, Sappho and Fao, Endymion, and Midas. Written in prose mixed together with verse. George Peele. He was actor as well as a writer of plays. The plays written by him are Raymond of Paris, David and Bathsheba. He gave blank verse quality which later perfected in the deft hand of Shakespeare. Thomas Kite. His famous plays Spanish tragedy was translated in many European languages. The theme of blood and thunder was introduced in his dramas. Robert Greene. His famous dramas are Orlando, Furioso, Friar Bacon, Friar Bungay, Alphonsus, King of Aragon, and Georgia Green. Most effective play written by him is Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay. This play contains a simple long story between two men with one mate and the one mate and the tricks of Friar George Peele. Christopher Marlowe, a prominent name as a play writer in Elizabethan age. The plays written by him are Tamburlaine, the tragical history of Dr. Faustus. His play, Dr. Faustus, shows a conflict between good and evil. Dr. Faustus was a learned man, but he sold his soul to devil for worldly enjoyment, and the same became a cause of his destruction. In this play, the contrast of good and evil deeds has been made in an impressive way. Dr. Faustus does not give up to learn black magic despite the fact that good angel appears on his shoulder again and again. Shakespeare, a legend of English literature in the field of drama. The greatest of all dramatists of Elizabethan age. Drama reached its climax in his period. His works extended over 24 years. His period may be divided into three parts. First period, 1577 to 1593, period of early experiment. Plays written in this period are Lives Lost, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, Richard III, Romeo and Juliet. Second period, 1594 to 1600. This period belongs to Shakespeare's great comedies. The plays written in this period are Richard II, King John, The Merchant of Venus, Henry IV, Part 1 and 2, Henry V, The Taming of the Shrew, The Merry Wives of Windsor, Much Ado About Nothing, As You Like It, and Twelfth Night. Third period, 1601 to 1608. Third period belongs to Shakespeare's greatest tragedy. This is his peak period, characterized by the highest development of his thoughts and expression. The plays of this period are Julius Caesar, Hamlet, All's Well That Ends Well, Measure for Measure, Turales and Cressida, Othello, King Lear, Macbeth, Antony and Cleopatra, Coriolanus and Timon of Athens. Fourth period. The plays written in this period are Cymbeline, The Tempest and the Winner's Tale. Ben Jonson, 1573 to 1637. Ben Jonson made his plays realistic rather than romantic and introduced humorous. Ben Jonson was merely a writer of comedies. His plays, The Silent Woman, The Alchemist, and Bartholo, Bartholomew Fair, Fair. Two other important comedies are Every Man in His Humor, Every Man Out of His Humor. The end.